Hey, it's Kane Minkus here from Industry Rockstar, the #1 global business training company, and also here with Kane and Alessia. And I'm very excited today to have just a hands-down expert that I'm going to get a chance to interview and talk to. Also, a friend of mine named Tobin Poppenberg. And Tobin is really one of those go-to guys in the world around one of the most important topics for business owners today, which is marketing funnels and how to leverage and automate your business. So let me introduce Tobin real quickly, and then I just want to get into it because there's so much good stuff we want to talk about today. So Tobin was one of the founding team members of the company Entreport, and you have probably heard of Entreport, maybe even from us because we talk about it in the world. It's one of, let's just say, the best database and automation companies in the world for your databases and CRM systems and online marketing. And I'm sure Tobin will talk about that. So he's one of the founding team members. He's hired and trained over 40 of their team members, and he helped earn Entreport a spot on the coveted Inc. 500 list of fastest growing private companies. He did that before he left to start Tobin Jarrett Consulting, where he has helped hundreds of small business owners make more money by optimizing and automating their marketing funnels. So he really understands this inside and out. And as an aside, he also runs a 6-figure wedding photography company because he continues to apply, his own marketing and funnel skills to the things that he loves to do, like photography and other great artwork. And I've seen his photography; he's extraordinary. So Tobin, thank you so much for joining us. I just want to say welcome and thanks for being here.
Thanks very much, Kane. I'm thrilled to be here.
So just as a little note to our watchers, I give my interviewees absolutely nothing to prepare and no questions to work from, so they have no idea what I'm going to ask them or what we're going to talk about. It's just off the cuff because we are all experts in what we do, and I just, we like it to be from the heart. So Tobin's just going to field my questions, and we'll just give him lots of love for having absolutely no preparation to this at all. So Tobin, I think I want to cover two main areas for our listeners, which is really funnels and what marketing funnels are, and then sort of how they integrate with database campaigns. I think if we kind of get through your expertise on those two things, we'll add a lot of value to the people listening. So maybe we could start with a simple question like, what is a marketing funnel to you? How do you envision or think about a marketing funnel? What does it do? How does it help people? Why do they build them? Any sort of anything around those areas.
Yeah, awesome. So, kind of in its simplest form, a marketing funnel is like the shape of a funnel. So, but it differs from kind of how most businesses, especially younger businesses, do business, where they kind of just focus all of their energy on how to make a first sale. And they do it a lot of times in a way that's not thought through in the long term. So it's a little like killing snakes with a stick. A funnel is really, we look at, okay, where are we going to drive traffic, and then at the next stage of the of the funnel, capture those leads. How are we, as the funnel gets narrower, how are we then going to nurture and convert, and then how are we going to actually make the sale, fulfill on the sale, and then further down the funnel, and this is getting to be where people sort of stop thinking strategically through the funnel. It's like, how are we going to keep this customer we've sort of fought to win? How are we going to keep them engaged with the product, engaged with our communications, excited about us, and then giving us feedback? And then this is really the magic sauce, is how are we going to get them to tell their friends, right? So there's a lot that goes into it, and the more thinking and sort of strategic forethought that you put into the process ahead of time, like for instance, with our clients, we talk through this, we optimize it, and then we actually create a graphical map to show really what's happening at each stage of the funnel, so that we can treat it like science, right? Where we can know actually, and this is getting into a bit of how the database and some of the reporting can assist us, is we can actually see where people are falling out of the funnel, how many of them are falling out of the funnel, and then we can make repairs to just that stage of the funnel in a methodical way. as opposed to the killing snakes with a stick way.
Yeah.
So,
So it sounds like so we're gonna say that marketing funnels start after traffic. So we're not gonna talk about traffic today, and this would be
mhm,
maybe our clients are maybe driving joint venture email campaigns, or they might be media buying on like Facebook or LinkedIn or something like that, ad buying. Either way, it sounds
mhm,
like just to sort of summarize what you just said, it sounds like they take the traffic and they put it into a first stage, which would be like acquiring them. So how do they actually get them into the funnel? There's a start point,
mhm,
and then it sounds like you said that they go through sort of a nurturing phase where they engage them and build a relationship with them. And then at some
mhm,
part of this funnel, they're going to make an offer, right? And they're gonna have them probably take action or maybe buy something from them, assuming that they want to monetize in the funnel. And then there's the last
mhm.
part, which I think was really important that you said, which is then we need to figure out how a part of the funnel is how do we get them to refer their friends or to tell others about that.
Exactly.
Would you say that's kind of the main chunks of the funnel?
Yeah, yeah, and you bring up a good point with the we're not going to talk about traffic part of it because um, funnels is like maybe the biggest buzzword in marketing right now,
Yeah.
and we think about it in two different ways. And the way that I work deeply with my clients is really after the traffic part of the funnel. The attract part is its own funnel. And so that's like, people talk about Facebook funnels and how do we treat different temperatures of traffic. So we're going to, attract people who are in our target audience to a blog post so they can get exposed to our brand and our message. And then they get that we're credible experts. And then only once we've pixeled them are we going to then show them ads on Facebook, asking them to then opt in. And now we've got them in our database. They're warm traffic. And then we're going to start serving them ads to maybe buy something, a low dollar product. That's its own funnel, and it's critically important for driving traffic and getting people into our database. But once they're in there, then that's where we start thinking about the ultimate customer lifecycle funnel. So it's now where they're in our database, we're marketing to them, and it's less about driving the traffic, and now it's about marketing to them once they're in our database.
Yeah, okay, and that's a great point. So I think, we need to think about the intention of each point and whether traffic is coming in totally cold, well, then we have essentially a marketing funnel. I mean, maybe even to just break it down even further, step back even to the more beginning is, could we say that a marketing funnel is essentially a set of web pages and emails and actions one takes online to have some sort of connection or relationship with a customer? Would that be fair to say?
Sure, absolutely. But never forgetting that the intention is always to move them further and further down the funnel. And so we're always looking, how do we grease the slide or the sides of that funnel to make it easier, faster, quicker to get them down, move them down to greater levels of commitment until they, buy, leave feedback, positive, hopefully, and then tell their friends.